Will women sleep with a guy on the very first date? Well, we went out to the streets of Dallas-Fort Worth and asked women this exact question, and let's go ahead and listen to what they had to say.
Whores are horny. They just want to fuck.
Will women sleep with a guy on the first date if the vibe is right?
I know a lot of whores that will do that. See, there's a difference between whores and being like, oh, I'm vibing with you. Whores are girls that look for guys that just want to fuck. If you make the first move and the guy knows that you're interested, they're obviously going to go with it. Girls that weren't treated right or treated fairly with another guy, they will see the bare minimum as like, oh my god, he really likes me, and then fucks him. Bitch, you're so easy. You've never gotten love from a real man. Like, you're not going to give it up so easily if you respect yourself enough as a woman. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, guys, listen up to this. So what I'll say is if the vibe is right, the vibe is right. Like if you go out on a date and everything is perfect and you can see and feel that the person sitting across from you isn't just on that date to have intentions of sleeping with you, they actually genuinely enjoy your company, you're vibing, everything's going amazing. You know, if one thing leads to another naturally, it's perfectly okay to sleep with someone on the first date, in my opinion. But what I will say about this topic is if you're going out on that date with that intention, like it's something you expect from the person, you expect that they're just gonna open it up for you, that to me is completely wrong. If a girl puts it out there, most times the guy is never gonna say no. It's never really gonna be the guy that's like, all right, have a great night, you know, this is such an amazing date, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, you know? Like most of the time, that's just not gonna happen if the girl puts it out there. If she puts out the offer like, hey, let's go back to your place, or we can, you know, sip wine and watch a movie, etc., most of the time, the guy is honestly gonna go with the flow on that. So I'm not gonna say it's up to the girl to gatekeep, but in all honesty, it's in her power. It's in the woman's power at all times to kind of gatekeep, like how far is this date going? And so if you put it out there, the dude is gonna try to capitalize on it no matter what. And I wanna play back one part because I feel like it's very, very important to discuss. So let's go ahead and roll.
I know a lot of whores that will do that. See, there's a difference between whores and being like, oh, I'm vibing with you. Whores are girls that look for guys that just want to fuck. If you make the first move and the guy knows that you're interested, they're obviously going to go with it. Girls that weren't treated right or treated fairly with another guy, they will see the bare minimum as like, oh my god, he really likes me, and then fucks him. Bitch, you're so easy. You've never gotten love from a real man. Like, you're not gonna give it up so easily if you respect yourself enough as a woman. Like, I'm sorry.
I want you guys to really have an open mind to this. So something she said is that if a girl's never been treated right before in the past, oftentimes she can see the bare minimum as the maximum and really fall in love with the guy. And it's really sad to see, but somebody who's been mistreated before in the past and has had bad relationships all their life, they're going to see the bare minimum as the maximum. And the reason why that's an issue is because if you have a jaded perception, you know, of dating, and then somebody does the bare minimum, they hold the door, they pay for the check, they compliment you, they bring you flowers, they do what, you know, at least I see as the bare minimum, the person who's never had that before is going to be head over heels and in love because they've never had that experience. Knowing what a good relationship feels like allows you to avoid bad ones, but it also allows you not to fall head over heels when you're in another good one, you know, too soon at least. So what I'm gonna go ahead and say is I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing to sleep with someone on the first date if everything else checks out. What I do think is bad is if you go on the date only with that intention to sleep with the other person, and even if that is your intention, okay, fine, but then not hitting them back up, not responding to them, ghosting them, kind of using them as a one and done, to me, that's just not cool because I feel like emotional connection is way more valuable. Like, are you looking for a life partner or are you looking for a one-night stand? And oftentimes what we look for and what we give off in the world kind of comes right back to us. So if you're using everybody else for one-night stands, it's just a matter of time before it loops back around you and you meet somebody that you really like and she's just using you for a one-night stand. But I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave them down below. And yeah, I guess we'll catch y'all in the next video, but be sure to go ahead and click on the video right there to my right. We travel all around the country to ask men and women the most interesting dating questions. So don't forget to smash that subscribe button to take advantage of more helpful and entertaining dating videos like this one.